Somebody touch my spaghetti!
Hi guys, SpaghettiFrag here. I'm here with a brand new English video. It's been a while since I've done one. Thought it was a good idea to bring them back. So it's a review of an album that I just bought, and I never done a music review on this channel. This album is one of my favorite bands in the metal genre. So I like every kind of metal. I like rock music, I like hip-hop music, but my preferred genre is heavy metal. This is CATHARSIS. This is the last album. This is the limited edition, the digipack as they call it, that has used the cardboard here, and you have a bonus DVD inside with a live. I don't know what live it is. It's from 2015. I don't know. This is the last album. Let's unbox it. And I think that this album, it's a different album.
I can open it, goddammit, without ruining it.
It's a sort of greatest hits, but does something more. If we want to say like that, it's a more commercial sound album. I don't want to call it like that. I just want to say that it's a more groovy album. You will find in here some tracks that resembles the more new metal album that the band has done, SuperCharger and The Burning Red. I follow the band and I know quite a lot about them. They are one of my favorite bands, as I said before.
I just want to put the sticker on over there. Fuck.
I like this album. It's a more groovy, as I said, sound, but it feels like a machined album. It's genuine. I agree that people are divided upon this album. I agree that many people don't like it because it's a departure from the trashy sound that the band has accustomed us with the last 2 or 3 albums. But I like it because it's genuine. I like the sound because it feels like a machined album. I like the production. It's not overwhelming, but it feels good to listen. You know, it doesn't sound plastic. It's produced by the singer and guitarist Robert Flint. So, as usual, later than SuperCharger, he has started to produce the album. So there's a lot of use of keyboards in this album and the arrangements. They didn't use a lot of keyboards and electronic basses on their sound, and this is one of the most significant departure from what we have listened before. Yes, strings, the ensembles like in Diamond and Bloodstone? Yes, Nuclear Blast. It's strange because this band has always been under Roadrunner. I think that with the last album they changed they label. I wonder will use that sound in the live because they never use basses, the electronic keyboards pre-recorded, you know what I'm saying. I'd like to see them live. I don't like 2 things about this album. I don't like the fact that for the first part, for the first 7 tracks, it's absolutely great. I think it's great, this album. The other 6 tracks, I don't know, they are forgettable. Side A of this album is great, but the B-side, it's good, but it's not impressive as the first part. That's one of complaint that I have in this album. I don't like politically themed albums of music. I don't like, and this album seems to have a sort of leftish. It's one pet peeve of mine. I don't like when politics mix with music because musicians tend to forget about the music and talk about politics, and I don't like it. And there are some tracks that like California Bleeding or Bastards. I think it's inspired from the American climate that there is in these days. I don't like when you go in that direction. I know that it's quite vague and I like it, but I don't like when music tends to go that direction. What about the tracks? Volatile It's a great opening, sounds very groovy, but it sounds also trashy. You don't feel the change that this album brings, but when you listen the second one, and the second one I think it's one of my favorite tracks on this album, I think you feel what it's all about. It's very strange, it's quite melodic, it's a very strong song, even if you can call it commercial, but it's a very strong song, I think. Beyond the Pale, it's good, it's very heavy, it's groovy, it's not so trashy, and I like it. California Breeding is strange because it's this bluesy chords. It sounds heavy, but it's on a hard rock scale, so to speak. So it sounds like some hard rock 80s very angry band in this one. I like it. Triple Bean, one of the most strange songs that remind me Colors. Colors is an old Machine Head song. It was a rap song and not many people knows about it. They bring back that sound. They bring in the song dissonant sound of the guitars from Burning Red and Supercharger, and I like this one. He has some very strong lyrics. I have to listen more to the meaning of the song, but at the first glance I like it very much because it reminds me of that sound. Kaleidoscope, it's the second my favorite song of this album. I love it. It's the sound that I love from Machine Head. Bastards, it's another strange song that sounds like punk rock. Reminds me a song from Bob Dylan. I don't know why. Maybe because you have this acoustic intro and you have this crescendo. Yes, I like it, but you know what I said. I don't like politically themed songs. Hope Begets Hope. I'm starting to love it, but this is the weaker part of this album. Screaming at the Sun. It's some kind of metalcore-ish song, like Through the Ashes of Empire from 2003. Behind the Mask. It's a ballad. It's a acoustic song. You don't expect a totally acoustic song from Machine Head, and there is one. It's a great song. I like it. Heavy Lies the Crown. It's almost a lyrical song because it starts with these strings and it sounds acting. I don't know how to say it, but it sounds more like it's trying to act. Psychotic, I don't quite remember it. Run You Down is strange because it has some growl, very low depth growl in that song. Its chorus is like a new metal chorus, so you have this growling death sound in the verse, and it's open up like it's like a sound from Slipknot in the chorus. Razorblade Smile sounds like a cover. I don't understand if it's a cover or it's an original song. And the Eulogy, it's a reprise from Bastards. Reminds me of Burning Red last song, darker tone. As you can see, it's a very strange album. I like it. And you have the booklet with the logo. Yeah, this is Robert Flynn. You have the lyrics. It's a very dark artwork. Phil Demmel, the guitars. All right, and you have the songs right here. And this is the new bass guitarist. He replaced Adam Duce, as I said before, and it's quite good. I don't have nothing to complain about it, but I miss Adam Duce because he was a former member. And you can see right here, Robert Flynn produced, Zach Oren co-produced. Okay, this is it for the last album of one of my favorite band, Machine Head. This is Catharsis. This is the Digipack version, as I said. This is available on Amazon, and where I bought it, I recommend you to listen on Spotify, watch some videos to get an idea if you like this album or not. It's quite a departure from the old stuff, but I quite enjoy it because it's genuine. I didn't think about score from this album, but I think I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10. It's a good album, it's not the best, but it's sort of a greatest hits from what they've done. They take back some of the things that I like from the band, the groovy sound, the nu metal sound, mixed with some thrashier part that they have done in the last albums. I like it. I hope they don't focus too much on politically teen stuff or start to rearrange into something as all metalheads hate something very commercial. This album, it's a good balance from what they've done, what they always done, and I'm glad to see this band in 2018 do it a good album. It's a good album. Please write me down in the comments below what you think about this album. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think like me that it's a good album? Put a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to my channel to see more English international stuff. If you like what I'm doing, of course. I'm SpaghettiFrag. See you guys on the next video.